Morning, everybody, and welcome to ESO Daily. I am your host, Mr. Graven. All right, guys. So yesterday we were working on getting our vigor, right? So I'm trying to get my stamina Nightblade kind of up to PvP on PC, and so it was a very daunting process, but we got it. Right, and you can get it within a day, get it in a few hours, but you're going to get killed a lot when you don't have heals. So we kind of went over that yesterday. And in day 2 today, I'm going to be discussing paying your dues, especially when it comes to trying to finalize getting skills and things set up. So I'm using Sheer Venom, right? And I'm also using currently Vipers. With the up to Somerset, I've been using Hundings, but I don't have access to that as of yet. But as you can see, Assassination, I still got to get one up on this. I got to morph like my Grim Focus and things like that, so we're going to go with that Relentless Assault, which is really nice. But another thing I need to get, which is a very, very important ability, is Poison Arrow. And I need to get this morph so I can benefit from the Sheer Venom set. So that's kind of a very important aspect of this. So because we have our Reverse Slice, we have our Surprise Attack, but we also need our Forward Momentum too in our 2H, and which is a very long way away. And then of course we've got to get that Dawnbreaker up so we can get that Smiting Dawnbreaker. So definitely a lot of things that we still have to do. There's still a lot of things that we have to do to get to where we want to be as a Nightblade PvPer, or even in any PvP, when we're taking a look at it. So once again, I'm going to go into Battlegrounds. We're going to go ahead, queue it up, and it's going to be a process. Now, Shuffle will help us, evade some of that until we get it, but it's definitely a process. There is no doubt about it what we have to go through. Alright. Now, I don't even have my Undaunted unlocked on this tune yet. So that's another thing that's kind of weird. And I usually also use Jewels of Misrule, which I haven't crafted yet. So I've been using the Dubious. So my Magicka recovery is a little lower. So, because Jewels of Misrule really helps with Magicka recovery. Right, especially if you're going to be using Magicka for utilities as far as cloaking, fearing, things like that. So even if you use 2, that can be expensive after a while. Because we're taking a look at almost 4,000. I have a little less than 12K of Magicka. And then we're looking at almost another 4. So we're very, very dependent on Magicka, even in our build configurations. And if you don't have your Undaunted, well, that's a whole other situation as well. So we got Cap the Relic. And there's going to be 2 parts to this as much as possible. Ideally, I'd like to be running. Ideally, you want your rogues to run. A lot of people want to go ahead and post rogues up on the flag, which is not a bad idea. But remember, with the rogue, a Nightblade, if they have a bow, they get Major Expedition. So it's going to be more dependent upon what our party members are doing more than us. But we don't want to leave that flag unattended. That would hurt us. See, I only have 9-3, so I'll be lucky if I can cast 2 to 3 abilities. It hurts. Ouch. Alright. We're going to see what our teammates are going to do. Most likely they're going to run it. Yeah. Go figure. Get one more person over here. You want to stay out of the line sight of the back. Shield stacking for the fucking win. Nothing's wrong with shield stacking. It's completely fucking normal.
Get the relic!
Alright. By the way, happy 4th of July. I hope everybody has a good holiday today. Please be safe. No, 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 no. Get the flag. Get on the flag. Get on the flag. They're fighting. Oh, my God. Here's a score. It's a free fucking fest score. You're on the flag. Stop trying to kill stuff.
Is free.
My God! Come on. Let's go, let's go. GG. Good score. Good score. Don't send a ton of players to cap a relic. Don't do it. 2 are supposed to be guarding. You might get lucky. You might score. It might end up costing you a game, though. Do you get it yet? Do you get it yet? No, 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 no! Now look, purple were smart, they would go get their flag again. Dropped. Don't send 3! You're gonna get caught in mosh pits, man. Now if my team was smart, they would be good at grabbing. But they're not! Jeez. They are. No, they're not. Being dumb, man. Being fucking dumb, man. Two guard. 2 guard. 2 guard. Always. 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 No exception to the rule. The blades should not be the ones guarding, though. All right. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Two are going on the opposite side. They're supposed to be together. Jeez. It's not a good thing. Let's go. No! Get him now! Get! Yes! Yes! Good job! Good job! That's good teamwork. That's good teamwork. Werewolves are susceptible to poisons. Trying to lure us away. Aren't you just cute?
We got the relic.
Jumping around all nimbly bimbly with his shadow. Woo, 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 look at me, look at me. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we play the game. That's how we play the game. Find the weakness, exploit it. Don't allow yourself to get pulled away from the flag. Sometimes it's a bait and switch. They'll just get the attention. Yep, like that. No! Fuck. Damn. GG. G fucking G. Should have been pushing up on purple, man, to be honest with you. Game over. Should have been pushing up on purple. Should have been. My team didn't do it, though. They couldn't cash in. It happens. It happens, man. You can't, if one team's pushing you, right, and they're pushing you in one direction, and the purple's leading, you don't go for the green flag, right? If let's say we're fire drakes. If purple's winning, we shouldn't be over at green. You know, we should be over where we need to be. That's imperative, right? Okay, so we can get that now. All right. Let's see where we're at. Where's our bow? Then we got our poison arrow. Finally, we can get rid of that nasty snipe spam. Get this morphed up. All right.
Complete your... Of course.
All right. We got this. It's a process, I'm not gonna lie. Pay your dues, paying your dues. I need to repair all my gear.
All of the battle.
Got a lot of divine. I need to transmute this shit. How many transmutation crystals do I have? 118? Yeah. Well, I'm going to make hunting, so I'm not too worried about the Viper. I've been switching over to that huntings. Yo, Don, what's up? Mystic, my man, how are you? I'm doing good. I hope you're doing well, too, man. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Paying my dues on my blade, though, right now. Kind of sucks, but, you know, I'm on my PC account. Everything's looking pretty good. I've been busy, man. I'm hoping you get on PC sometime, brother. I think you'd like it. I think you'll like PC. Especially if you're over in NA. Like, NA players, not NA, I mean EU. EU players, I don't know which, like, I think you're from Europe. I want to say, you might be Aussie, I don't know. But, like, the European servers are really, like, good for PC, man. Like, it's a big thing. I mean, I know players who play on both, but, like, European, everybody brags about the European servers. You know, as far as play and everything. So Chaos Ball. Not the best on a blade with this, I'm not going to lie. Plus, with especially like next to no impen, man. I have to take care of that today. I mean, I don't know if I can get an agility mace pretty cheap until I can get my other mace, but that would be ideal. Okay, once again, I don't want to go into the ball. Because I'm a blade. Two reasons. I'm not a blade. I mean, I'm a blade. One. And second, I just kind of want to anticipate, you know, I'm squishy. You'll notice what I'm doing is infecting multiple targets with my poison injector. Don't worry about the fight so much. See, purple played really smart here. They're laying down any cover fire, backtracking. Very good, brother. And yeah, I need to buy one, mate. I'm from UK. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, definitely, dude. Like European servers, they always, you know, brag about them. And well, I'm not, you know, obviously I'm not from Europe. Oh shit! Come on! Good sticking together. Just bottomed out. Hey Mystic, what's up? When are you going to be on Xbox Net next? What name can I add you on? That's if you like to play. I am on Mystic Raven 40. That's my handle on Xbox as well. So you can find me there. When I play, I get on and I just do what I need to do. Why not just run Slows? Slows is getting a nerf, 1. 2, on a blade, the only reason I don't play it on the stand blade, I'm using proc sets as is. Sheer Venom for me is very controllable, right? And I just enjoy a lot better because I get a double effect from it versus, you know, just Slows, you know, whatever. I mean, if you can run like Sheer Venom and Slows, obviously, but, you know, I hate to just keep spamming everything or anticipating to do what other players do. No impen, man. It's going to cost me. I'm going to have to craft some shit after this fight. Yeah, so the one thing is, like, I could run Slows. But honestly, Slows isn't going to help with my heals, right? It's not going to help me with my heals. It's just not. You run too many proc sets. Like, this is the problem with this build right here. Really good back when I first initially was playing with it. It was really good. It was my proc dot and drop build, and it was really powerful. It was really, but problem with proc sets, there's one major problem. It's not going to contribute to your ability, especially your healing effects. So that becomes a big issue down the road. So if you want a little bit more survivability, all right. If you want a little bit more survivability, come on. Dude just went barreling down there. All right. Get away, get away, get away. I'm dead. Out of juice. Come on, come on, come on. Woo! Gonna try to sneak up on top of him. Come on, get the juice! Come on! Oh. Morning, Robert! Damn it! Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor! I'm a doctor, Jim! Alright. So we're going to play... Trying to make the little things happen. Not everything's set up yet. It will be. It will be. Probably get that Hundings on right now. I see if I can find I don't know how much even money I have right now. Well, look at this dude. Give it to me. Right in my face. Get it, get it, get it! Oh my gosh. Us and Purple's having a really good match. God!
This cannot stand! We must not lose! Drop the ball!
All right. Gonna be a close one, boys and girls. Watch my back, watch my back. Sure. Are people watching me? Watch the ball carrier! Oh my god! Watch the carrier! Morning, Fred. Get the fucking ball. Just fracture the dude. Yeah, fucking fear him and fracture his ass. Why is Green over here? Is this dude stupid? You have the ball. You're going to cough it up. Dumb fuckers. Don't do that. Don't do this shit. Do not fucking do this shit. That's stupidity at its finest. That's why Green's fucking mostly was losing. Because dumb fucks who don't know how to play a fucking objective. Fucking morons. Hey, yo, man, we don't need guards. Why would we need guards?
The ball has been dropped.
Get it! All I have to do is just keep them off. Taking this one to bed, baby. Lay it down. That's it! GG! 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 Good game. Stormlords did really good. Pit Demons, guess what? Bet you this is the blade. Up! Up! What's up? What's up? Who calls it? Who calls it? 17-6 scores under 1,000. You know what we call this player? Guess what we call this player in Battlegrounds? Shit. Shit. You're a shit player. You're a shit player. Why? Because you ain't got the objective. Your medal score looks like poop. Sure, you got high damage. Sure, you got a lot of kills. But guess what you did for your team? Next to fucking jack shit. And that's why they lost. You're a selfish shit player. You don't. If this had pros, you wouldn't be on it. If there was Worlds, if this game was in Worlds, this player would never be on the team, ever. Because regardless of his damage, regardless of his kills, he was selfish. You can't afford to do that in BGs. You can't afford to be selfish. You can't. It's not about you. It's about your team. If your team dies, you lose points. Right? If your teammates, if you're in deathmatch and you don't stay together and your team keeps dying, but you get like #1 kills for your team, did it matter? No. Because you was selfish, wanted to rack up the points at the expense of your team. And you still lost. It's not about how many kills you get. It's not about how many, times you do something. I don't get it. Why the hate? It's not about hate. It's just a friggin' junk player. He scored under 1,000. He could have had 1,000. He could have had 1,000 easy. but he scored under 1,000. If they don't play objective, then they lose. There's no reason to hate them and to be toxic. Be toxic, I'm telling it how it is. Toxic is not playing the objective, because then you get players who are causing the loss for their team. That's toxic. When players are chasing kills and not playing objective, that's toxic. Right? I'm telling it how it is. He's selfish. 17 kills, right? High damage, and under 1,000 medal score. If that is toxic, fine. Fuck it. I'm toxic. Can you play with your new mage Warden build, please? I could if I was on my PS, Black, but I'm on my PC today. But I could if I was on it. So, I mean, but right now I'm just on my my PC. Hence why the HUD difference is. If you notice, like I have a mini map. I have my HUD's all different. I got my metrics. So, and then of course if I hit my, what is it? Right? And then if I hit my, what, did I set that bar up or not? I'll probably have to reset it. Anyways, I have a combat metric system too, my combat log. So, I mean, I could if I was on PS, but I'm on PC today. My Warden on here, tank, is a tank and a healer. We'll get it. We'll get it. If players don't play objective, I'm sorry. I'm going to call it how it is. I can read a medal score. I mean, I did Battlegrounds. I was an elite asshat in MMOs. Now, I'm a former elitist. But I'm trying to help players understand the name of the game. Right? I have multiple titles under my belt. 2-time GM in World of Warcraft in one season. I don't think it's ever been done other than I did it. I don't know if anybody else has done it. But just to get it alone was, you know, something, because there's only 52 a year. There's only 52 GMs a year. I did it twice in one season. Twice in Battlegrounds in one season. That's a lot. I was top 10 in Rift. You know, I did a lot of Battlegrounds, man. I just don't see the reason for the negativity. That's all I'm saying. I mean, that's fine, Illustrious, but the problem of it is, if you're, imagine you're on a team. Imagine you're on a team. You've been losing all day, but your team's getting a high kills. When are you going to dissect what the problem is? Your team's only as strong as the weakest link. If they don't play objective, then they're getting punished by losing. I don't see the need to throw insults on top of it. They're not playing objective. They're going to lose. But I don't want my viewers being a player that does the same mistakes. I don't want my viewers being a player who loses games. I want my players to try. I want my viewers to try to win games, not lose games. Win them. Nice.
Walker, watch over us. The point is lost.
That's what I'm saying. I want my viewers to win games, not lose them. I used to play with someone who play all BGs like deathmatch, and every time we'd lose because of him. So yeah, he has a point, bro. Thank you, Black. Thank you. That's my point. That's my point. It's like, if you're going to continue to lose, why are you losing? Because one player isn't playing the objective correctly. And if you're going to be a Battleground player, you better pay attention. Because you might cost your team and not even know it, because you're chasing kills. This isn't Cyrodiil. This is not fucking Cyrodiil. You're a BG player now. Again, you can encourage group objective play without putting shit. Nice. There's no need to ever curse or insult or put someone down over a video game. Okay, Illustrious. Once again, take it with a grain of salt. Okay? I'm trying to help my viewers. And the way I look at it, and I'll be honest, I'm a former elitist. I'm trying to have fun, but at the same time, I want people to understand objective play. And puns should be intended. It should be objective. You're being objective, that's cool. That's your right, whatever. But how many times you're going to lose a game and you're going to be happy about it? I'll wait for that answer. Nice. It's all about, you know, who wants to win. At the end of the day, who wants to win games? If you don't want to win, don't listen to me. That's my advice. There's my advice. If you don't want to win games, don't listen to me. Hope that dot treats you well. Oh yeah, baby, baby. Shit, my bad. If I lose the game, I lose the game. It's a video. I don't care. I play to have fun. Then that's a good thing, Illustrious. That's a good thing. So is biting jabs considered melee? Will it proc Vipers? Yes. It will proc Vipers. I mean, there's so many different ways to take a look at. Maybe I'll do a video on it sometimes. I want to stay here because that blade's still waiting. He's just waiting for him to take off. See? Oh, we got to hold. We got to hold. This is a good road. This is a good road. This is a good road. Okay. We're good. We're clean. Now there will be another one popping up. That one's scrap. No, I mean, if you have fun, that's a good thing. It's good to have fun, but you know, don't be as blind to say, oh, you know what? I can just cost my team every game, and it's all good. I'm just going to defend it. Hopefully my team's taking advantage of this point. Good. Good shit. Alright, we'll wait for the flip. It's about to happen. There it is.
Capture the new point.
Alright. Keep them holding. Let's go. Get that other flag. Let's go, let's go, let's go. One more and it's G. Yep, get him now. Get him now. That's it. GG. GG. Good shit. Once again, KDR in this means nothing. And look at this. Once again, Illustrious, let me point something out to you. Alright. 2 players score under 1,000. Everybody else scores over 1,000. It's easy. But when you see under 1,000, they're not playing the game. They're doing something completely else. Now, is that to say they could be learning a game? Yeah, they could be learning it. It could be like something new for them. But here's when you notice the big difference between the players who honestly have no idea and they're learning it, and that's cool, is when the kill ratio is higher than what the medal score should be displaying. So if a player had 17 kills and 4 deaths, and his score is under 1,000 in objective play, it's not that that player doesn't know what the objective is. He just doesn't give a fuck.
Buying, selling, trading.
And if he doesn't give a fuck, your team's going to lose. If you're one of those players doing it and you're losing objective, then it sucks to have a player like that on a team. It sucks. Players are trying to be a little competitive. Not a lot. I mean, I lose games all the time, every day. But here's the thing. I know good players that want to play objective and who at least attempt to play the objective versus players who are just there to fucking play a slaughter fest. It's a video game. Of course it's a video game, but it has an objective. And players got to be considerate of players trying to play that objective. That's the thing. If a player isn't considerate of a player trying to play it, BGs do have a ranking system. There's a leaderboard for BGs, Illustrious. What the fuck are you talking about? There's a fucking leaderboard for this shit. There's a leaderboard for the flag games. There's a leaderboard for your land grabs. Your medal scores contribute to this. What the fuck are you talking about? Doesn't have a ranking system. There's leaderboards. If you place on a leaderboard, you get gold. Gold repost is very, very, very sought after. Now, the other sets are kind of like, meh, but gold repost is sought after. Not only is your jewelry gold, your gear's gold. If you get gear, it's gold. If you get pants of repost, it's gold. This matters to players. Some players are trying to achieve this. So what the fuck are you talking about? It's not about win or losing. I just told you, I lose all the time. I lose all the time. And it doesn't make a difference. Only thing I care about is my teammates trying to contribute. Because even if I lose, my medal score is reflected. Right? So I want to try to what? I want to try to get players who want to play objectively. I don't care if I lose.
Selling, buying, trading, writing.
Overwatch system is completely different than any other ones. You're in an MMO. You're not in a shooter. MMOs have rank boards, man. Leaderboards. So does World of Warcraft. Of equal or similar skill ranking. Okay, that's fine. But you're in an MMO. Okay? League of Legends has a system like Overwatch. But it's not an MMO. But it has objective play. Right? It has an objective. If you take a look at Rift, World of Warcraft, ESO, friggin' majority of your battleground games have leaderboards. They don't have the system like shooters do. They just don't. But a hardcore battleground player, if they're hardcore, now I don't give a shit if I lose, but a hardcore battleground player wants their ranking. That's what they want by the end of the week. You have a week. Every game has the week. ZOS did add an MMR to place you with similar skill level. Oh, shit. Does it always work? No, but you can see that it is there now. Oh, okay. Does it? See, that's probably why a lot of people were saying I was in top tier. I didn't know. Someone's like, I heard you're top tier PvPer on your platform. I'm like, I don't know. I never heard. I'm not paying attention to that. Good looking out, Robert. I didn't know about that, honestly. Like, somebody's like, you're top tier. And I'm like, why would I know that? I didn't know that. I mean, I do play against majority of the same players. That makes sense. And I do play with some of the best. The best. Like, they're badass. Like, one game, like, they'll dominate, and then another game, it's kind of like, it's rough. Like, some of the players in Battlegrounds, in my opinion, a lot of the top players are playing BGs right now. They're playing Battlegrounds because they want the challenge. They want it. They're hungry for it. They're like, I want to be able to win with or without CP. I want to be able to win based on skill. And I think there's a lot of things that need to be addressed with counterplay still to make this game kind of like on the level of saying, oh, okay, shit, I want to go craft my huntings because I don't have it. Oh, well, fuck it. I need some impen. Which I need to switch this dude over to huntings anyways, but it's all good. But anyways, man, I mean, if you're going to have fun, Illustrious, I agree with you, man. But at the same time, when players start getting pissed at a player for not playing objectively, okay, whose fault is that? That player, you can queue without playing objective. If you just want to go kill people, hit deathmatch. Stay out of objective play. That's my advice. But if you walk into something and you getting fucking bent over it, they bum rushed it. I got one down. I can't get them both. Shit. Ooh, power overloader. Come on, yo! Get on this fucking flag. Now for your ass. Damn, man! Look at this sniper. Where in the fuck is that coming from, yo? He's sniping with Valkyskorian, smart little bastard. Alright, the game's on. The game's on. Fuck it. Oh, it hurts, mommy. Ah, shit! Retaliation is a must. Look at them all! They're all fucking sniping, little fucking blade motherfuckers. How many blades have these bitches got? 1, 2, 3. See, this is what I'm saying, man. We gotta check balance in this game, man. After a while, you have to check shit. Blades don't need nerfed. They're just other classes need efficiency. I can spam up shit too, motherfuckers. Purple done fucked up. You don't bum rush, man. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game. That's how I like to see it. This is what we're talking about, Illustrious. People guarding positions, people timing things. That's what a BGer wants to be about. I have a son who plays this game who gets horrible messages every day, such as uninstall your trash. Now, see, I don't believe in that. I don't message people. I don't do that. I agree with you. Now, that's not right. I don't feel like if a player is playing just to like whatever, that's fine. You don't see me messaging them. You don't see me like hounding them, whatever. I say it in group, stick together, do this, do that. By your logic, you're saying that if my son's fault, if he gets all these horrible messages because it's his fault for not playing an objective. No, what I'm saying is if a team keeps losing and your son doesn't get it, right? People are going to get frustrated if he's just chasing kills. That's normal. I'm sorry. But that, I'm not saying that people should bully him, message him. I'm not saying any of that. That's not right. But what I'm saying, if people get pissed because your son's not playing the objective, keep him in deathmatch. Just tell your son, hey, stay in death matches. Okay, Dad, that makes sense. Nice play. Nice D, nice D, nice D. What I'm saying is people are going to get frustrated if you're in a friggin' capture the relic and you're not trying. But you share the same sentiments about players on your stream. I'm pointing out to my viewers what you're supposed to be doing. I don't foster that behavior. And if you knew me and you listen to exactly words I say, I'm always discouraging players from being bullies. I don't post any toxic shit on my channel. I don't post anything that said BIS. I didn't say anything that's meta. I've never said anything that has to be. I said what works for you might not work for me. What works for me might not work for you. I've always said keep an open mind, embrace the possibilities. And yet if I get pissed, what? Is that not real because what? I'm not human? We're all human. We all get pissed. How about my son plays whatever he wants? That's fine. But there are consequences in life, Illustrious. That's life. Illustrious, life has consequences. That's real. If I tell my kid, hey, here's the keys to the car, do whatever you want, and not tell them to drink and drive, and they get in a wreck because they drink and drive, was that my fault? You got to teach people responsibilities, right? And it goes without saying. I mean, sure, it's a game, sure. But there are consequences for your actions or lack of actions. And that's in everyday life. If you get hired for a job and you don't do that job, will you get fired? Will someone fire you for a place of employment if you're not doing your job? Yes. Are people going to get pissed if you're playing an objective game and you're not playing the objective? Yes. Consequences. Cause and effect. That's life. No, but the people in it are real life. And that is human behavior. Okay? So even though it's a game, I hate people who cop that bullshit. It's because, like, people like you who are pansies, who expect people not to be human, or have feelings, or get mad, or get upset, or be like kind of whatever. And you calling it toxic because what? People have real feelings about something? They're people behind the controller. These are people behind the controller. It's not people like, oh, like a machine saying, oh, I have no feelings because I'm an AI. No. And you got to understand that. No, why are you putting words in my mouth? I just said I'm against bullying. I don't think anybody has the right to message anybody. Period. Even if you are frustrated at a person, I don't agree with it. Right? I don't agree with it. But if people get upset at your son for not doing what he's supposed to do, that's a consequence. That's somebody's, reactions to your son not doing what he was supposed to do in the battleground. Am I saying that your son should get message and hit uninstall? No, I disagree. But the funny thing about it is this. If I'm not doing the objective, why would I queue objective games? Why would I queue an objective game if I'm not playing the objective? And if I don't play the objective, are people going to get pissed? Yes. They're going to get upset with me for not playing the game that I queued for, that I opted to select to do. That's an option. It's your choice. Your choice has cause and effect. Does your son need to play Battlegrounds? No. No, he doesn't need to play Battlegrounds. He chooses to. And if he chooses to, he should choose to play the objective if he's queuing an objective play. Who said anything about bullying? No, illustrious, and I'm about to ban you. I disagree with bullying. I'm anti-bully. Okay, I have a black belt in Taekwondo. And the first thing we teach anybody in Taekwondo, we never use anything in aggression towards another person. It's unacceptable. We do not bully. We keep an open mind of other people's feelings and surroundings. That's fine, illustrious. That's fine. But I'm not going to sit here and pussyfoot around a topic that players are not being honest about. That's fine. If you want to go ahead and discredit me or whatever, that's fine. But once again, it's what it is. A new low for what? You're twisting my words. You're trying to say I'm a promoter of bullying and stuff, and I'm not. I'm just saying if the player is garbage, the player's not playing objectively. He's garbage. If another YouTuber says it, is it all right if they say it? Because you know what? There are thousands of players out there following people who have 100, 200,000 fucking subs. And they'll say it every day. Does that make it right for them to say it? Is it all right for them to say it? Because the funny thing about it is, all I see people doing are being hypocrites. And at least I'm not being a hypocrite. And I'm not, and I won't. This is an objective play, cause and effect. And I'm sorry if it offended you. I do apologize. I wish the best for your son. I really do. I don't think anybody should message anybody. And if you ever ask anybody from ZeniMax, which they probably want to tell you, and I've streamed, I've never given false accusations. I've never demeaned anybody in such a way, in a discrediting way. I've never bullied anybody. I'm anti-bully. I don't like bullying. And even if I disagree with someone, I don't message them and start a world of hate. All right? So that's it. So, hey, if people want to promote bullshit, that's bullshit. And I will agree with that wholeheartedly. I don't agree with bullying. But don't twist my words and say you're promoting bullying. I'm not fucking promoting bullying. I'm promoting fucking objective play because this is an objective game. It's a good game. I mean, geez, man. People come in saying all sorts of shit. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. People saying all sorts of shit like I'm promoting something. I am not a person who promotes bullying. My youngest daughter's gotten bullied before. Right? My youngest daughter's got bullied. Now, she does the internet thing too, and it was like cyberbullying and stuff. And now, you know what I tell her? If you don't like the company, don't keep it. There's my advice to my daughter. Right? I'm not making my kids little babies because of it. Right? I'm not going to coddle my kids in an unrealistic environment or an unrealistic world. Okay? The world is cruel. Right? You can't control every action what a person's going to do. The only thing you can control is your responses. And if you don't like the company, don't keep it. That's my advice. That's my advice. But I want my kids a little thick-skinned, you know? But at the same time, when they get upset, I reapproach my children. I'm like, what's got you so upset? Well, this person said, and I'm like, said what? Well, this person said, and I'm like, and who are they? They're this. I'm like, so what? Are they better than you? No. Are they trying to physically harm you? No. And I'm like, then why are you letting them get to you? I'm like, it's the strong will that will make a strong mind. And if the person's going to belittle you, don't hang out with that person. Don't game with that person. Block that person. You are your own individual, shouldn't have to deal with any of this stuff on the internet, right? It's easy for them to hide behind a screen, behind a PC, behind a console. It's easy for people to do that. But you don't have to put up with it. And if that's still something you like to do as a game, then cut yourself off from the people around you. Now, if you're going to believe that I honestly tell my kids to send messages, that's bullshit. Because I've always told my kids, respect others. Take into consideration other people's feelings. Right? Whether you agree with them or not, you get angry or not, doesn't mean you lash out. It doesn't give you the right to lash out on somebody. Right? That's the truth. Now, as a former elitist, that's why I walked away from other MMOs. I had to walk away from them. Because I had this mentality of saying, I only need to be around the best players. Because I need to get these things done. And that was unfortunately the way MMOs operated for the longest time. And then I came into DCUO, played that because it was more chilled. It was more laid back. Right? It didn't have to be such an elite attitude. But I've already forged that for the longest time, right? And then I come into Elder Scrolls and I see people trying to be elite, but they miss the boat on the way to being the elites of the elites. They missed it. It's like you missed what Elder Scrolls was about down the road. And if somebody wants to get mad at me and think that I'm saying this or that, I'm not. I'm saying, hey, it's an objective. People need to play the objective. If they're not playing objective, people are going to get upset. It's cause and effect. Will you like that fact? No, but everybody's got feelings, everybody's got an opinion, and everybody's entitled to it. But nobody deserves to be bullied. Nobody deserves to have trash talk. No, we have cyberbullying every day when you see exposure videos. When you log on to a player and the player has an exposure video, that's bullying. I don't do that shit. So, and when players like this come on my channel and talk some shit to say that I'm saying, my actions speak louder than any word I'll ever say. My actions have spoken more volumes than any word I've ever said. And you don't see that crap on my shit. So, hey, man, whatever. Have at it. Believe it if you want to. If that's your opinion, you saying or that I'm saying something, don't twist my words. Don't twist my words. I mean, I'm not, and I don't think anybody deserves it. And if there's somebody who's suffering from bullying, get them help. The biggest thing a person needs when they're getting bullied is an outlet. Someone they can trust, someone they can confide into, and someone who will help them see their self-worth. Because every life in this planet is valuable. Everybody's life means something. And we should not be so easy to disregard it. But at the same time, I'm just saying, it's a giant world out there, and we can't keep holding people's hands forever. So we got to give them the tools they need to overcome it. To make them feel secure and comfortable with themselves. Because that's what's the most important thing. As a person trying to overcome, you know, the people bothering them. Like, let me tell you guys a real life story. And I'll end it on this one. Okay. So, I grew up, and my uncle was sick. So, my uncle, this was my grandma's brother, got sick. And my aunt had to take care of him. Now, my aunt was taking care of the youngest of the children. Now, it was my aunt. So my grandma actually had to take care of my aunt there because my uncle got sick. Right? And I believe that's how it went, if I remember right, if I recollect. But my aunt came over. Now, my aunt was blind and deaf. And she was born that way. But she kind of still knew people were there, but it really upset me because I was like, how can she communicate? And she's like, well, when you know her, you know what she's trying to do or how she's trying to get your attention. And it hurt me. It bothered me. It upset me because here I seen somebody who was born in a world that will never see a color. Would never be able to describe what she was feeling. Couldn't learn sign language because she's blind. You know, couldn't, you know, it was like, it was really bad, man. That was my aunt, you know, and so I went to school. Now, I was in 7th grade, I want to say 6th or 7th grade, and I seen these kids picking on somebody who was a little slower. Now, I was on the football team. I was in junior high. I was on the football team. And I get up and I start saying, leave him the fuck alone. Right? And they're like, what's your problem? I'm like, my problem is you because this person is unaware of why you're picking on him. And you're just picking on him because he's different. And it's not right. Because it's easy for you to pick on somebody who can't defend themselves. But I can defend myself. So if you want to pick on somebody, pick on me. Right? And they left him alone. The funny thing about it is, at the end of the day, we got to stick up for each other when it's needed. But had they not picked on this kid, and had I not experienced, you know, what I saw my aunt go through, living an everyday life, and wondering, when is it day? When is it night? She didn't know. I mean, I couldn't even communicate with my aunt. And to see that firsthand, and to see other people take advantage of somebody else and not appreciate what they're already given, made me sick to my stomach. So I don't appreciate when somebody wants to come in here and try to poke a jab at me and not know my background or what I've stuck it up for. And if I say a player is shit because they're not playing objective, twist it into something like causing, promoting bullying, that's bullshit. Did I ever say, hey, message this player? Did I message that player? No. But the player didn't do the objective. And it can cost players, and players will get frustrated. So it's the only thing I'm saying, man. If you don't like the company, I'll tell you like I tell my kids. If you don't like the company, don't keep it. There it is. And Illustrious, I think, honestly, you try to spin this up. I don't think you're a lifelong fan. I don't think you are, because I never seen you. All right? I think you try to twist it. I think you try to do it and manipulate it. And honestly, since you aren't responding because whatever, it's kind of proven. Don't try to psychoanalyze me. I've been through more shit than most people would think, and it's not to say I need a pity party. I don't give a fuck. We all go through shit in life. All of us. But don't psychoanalyze me, because you don't know me, and I don't know you. Only thing I would suggest is if your son's getting bullied, get him the help he needs, man. And this is a cruel world, man. I wouldn't put any of my kids in this game at a young age. I wouldn't put any of my kids on this game at a young age. Because why? Because people try to bully me every day. Problem of it is you can't bully me. You can't. I'm a 220-pound man. Right? I spent time in a ring getting beat on by grown men. You can't bully me. You cannot get the right to bully me. You can try, it ain't gonna work, because I see through that bullshit. And that's what I installed in my children. The mentality is mind, perception, and will. I tell my kids, peep it, look at it, understand it. Because the people who are trying to hurt you also have been hurt. There it is. So it's weird how this all turns into a subject, but it is a serious subject. This is a very serious subject. There are thousands of kids who are depressed, going through terrible things in life. Terrible. I have personal people I know who have, paid the ultimate cost for bullying. And I don't agree with it. And I always tell anybody, man, if you have the power, you stick up for those that can't. It's like Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility, right? If you have the means, you stick up for the less fortunate. You make your stance. But this is the world. And the world is cruel. And I'm giving my kids the resources they need to survive it. I'm not going to be there to hold their hands when they're 30 or 40 years old. I'm not going to be there to say, oh, you're getting bullied at work or you're getting sexually harassed because I have all daughters. I'm not there. So they need to stand up on their own 2 feet. And when they can't, they need to know where they can go to get the help they need. But because I don't know if I'll be there. And if I am, come to me. But if I'm not, how do you get help? That's important too. Information's important. Right? Knowledge is power. Crazy, man. Definitely it hit a spot. It definitely did. But the whole bullying and stuff, you know, it's unacceptable by any means. But next time, Illustrious, you fucking go watch somebody else's fucking channel and you see these fucking dumbasses fucking with exposure videos and you see these motherfuckers sending tells and talking trash about the players who are also talking trash, you ask who's really bullying in this game, who the bullies are. You ask that. Now, I'm cool with a lot of these players, but don't fucking get it twisted. Don't fucking get it twisted. Alright? There are a lot of people out there fucking passing off bullshit, and I would never do that. So don't twist my words, ever. Don't ever think you got the right to come in here and assume I'm saying something specifically. If I'm saying it, I'm saying it. I'm not going to fucking sugarcoat it for you or a fucking person in this fucking planet. I'm not going to beat around the fucking bush. And if you want to think that's fucking toxic with honesty, then fuck you too. Because that's all I'm ever going to be, is honest and true to myself. And I can sleep well at night knowing that others know how I am. There you guys have it. Sorry about the rant and rave, guys, but this is a serious topic. All right, I'm out. Mr. Craven, ESO Daily. Happy 4th of July. I hope you all remain safe, and God bless. Have a nice day.